Hey guys, it's Jade here for another daily tarot card reading. First, I wanted to say thank you so much if you are here as a returning viewer. I really appreciate your time and energy. Also, if you are a new subscriber, welcome. It's so nice to have you here. It's so great to get some new energy into the mix. I'm really excited to see what we pull today, to see if the energy has shifted. Thank you so much again for your time and support. It's really humbling to me. So, spirit guides of the highest truth and compassion. What is it that this beautiful collective of individuals needs to hear today for their highest good? What is it that we can share with them? What is it they need to know or do? Who is it they need to speak with? What might they need to say? And where might they need to go? I invite you in to share with us the messages that this collective needs to hear most today for their highest good. Thank you so much. Ooh, I have a lot of energy up in my throat here, and I'm in my hands. I wonder if we're going to be talking a lot about speaking up today. But essentially like this, the upper triangle chakra area, the heart, throat, third eye, and crown are very much highlighted for me at this time. I want that one. Awesome. Okay. All right, here we go. I did just clear the space. If you don't see me knocking on cards, I did some spray, I did my bell. We're all good here, okay? Bottom of the deck energy is the 5 of Pentacles, okay? With the 9 of Swords. All right. Let me see what I get from this right now. You know, at the moment, you know what's really interesting? Right underneath this 9 of Swords, I don't know why I was called to flip. It's the 6 of Wands. I'm getting this feeling of there's a victory and or achievement, something really positive to celebrate. And somehow it's being clouded by these feelings, which is, I'm getting regret. I'm getting a lot of regret. A little bit of guilt. Loss. Feeling like an outsider. That's actually what I just got with this. Feeling like an outsider. Okay. So if you've been here before, then you know that I pull a conscious mind card. So that's what's at the top of mind. And an unconscious mind card that's in your sleeping state, where the goal of these readings is to identify what's in your unconscious mind to bring it forward. The overall energy gives me a framework of what's happening in your mind, as far as what you're thinking about or who you're thinking about or what an issue might be or just something that you're wrestling with in your life, and how spirit can, and then we have advice, and how spirit can provide advice for the matter. I don't know, today I feel, just so you guys are aware, you know, everybody's different every day, but today I feel like there's a very important message that needs to come through, and so I'm not feeling as silly for some reason. I just feel like I really need to pay attention to what I'm channeling. So if I'm slow in speaking, it's because I'm just trying to listen and hear, I'm trying to hear the voice of spirit. Okay. So in your conscious mind, you have the Knight of Swords, which is interesting because I did talk about the throat chakra. So perhaps there is a communication. Oh, I just got urgent communication. Urgent communication was one that just came through. Urgent communication. My cat Pilgrim is meowing at her rat baby. Pilgrim! 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so already with this card, I'm seeing these 5 birds. I'm thinking that there's change of some kind that's either happened in your life, or you're going to make a change with this urgent communication. I'm getting a lot of courage with this. I'm getting a lot of like, this is really difficult to do and or say. And I'm getting a lot of like, you've built yourself up to say what you need to say. That's funny. A couple days ago, we had the song, that John Mayer song. Say what you need to say what you need to say. And I'm getting a little bit of a chill. So maybe there's something that you really need to say. And in your unconscious mind, we have the 6 of Pentacles. No, the 5. Whoa. This is the 6 of Pentacles. Yes, it is. But I only saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't that look, I don't know why, but I wonder if that's to do with the message. So for some reason, when I was thinking 6, I was thinking it being easily divisible, like 3 and 3. And it's almost like, I almost wonder if I'm supposed to be calling out, perhaps there's been an imbalance. There's been an imbalance of communication is what I'm getting. Maybe there's been an imbalance of communication that's in your unconscious mind, in your sleep state, that wants to be brought forward, that wants to be communicated now. That wants to be communicated now is what I'm getting. This feels really intense, you guys. I'm trying to understand like what might this be about. Maybe if we keep going here. And okay, so there's been an imbalance in communication. You want to move forward quickly. Maybe it's not like quickly, like recklessly. It's not like hastily. It's not like impulsive. It's more like you want to move forward with a lot of intention and a lot of meaning. Like it's really important. Like you want to move forward with meaning is what I'm getting. And the overall energy is the Ace of Cups. Huh. I'm being guided to call out the Dove as well. Peace offering. This reminds me of the Eucharist. That's really random. I was born Catholic. I don't participate in a religion devoutly. But I don't know why I'm being guided to point this out as the Eucharist, and maybe that means something to you. And then I just heard receiving the body and blood of Christ. That is so interesting, you guys. That's been like, I haven't gone to church in a really long time, okay? So, the way that I would interpret that, I guess, with my spirituality is accessing your higher consciousness, accessing your, the most divine voices in your head, pieces of you, and acting from them. That's kind of what I'm getting. My hand feels very light with this card, and it's almost like there's a lot of energy off of this card. It's like it's not coming from my hand, it's coming from the card. Like the card is like this Ace of Cups that you're thinking about discussing with someone, or urgent message with someone, is a symbol of divine, I just got divine love, like unconditional love. It's a symbol of reciprocity is what I'm getting. It's a symbol of co-creation. It's a symbol of, I'm seeing how many I get here, an act of kindness. So I got co-creation, divine love, reciprocity, co-creation, divinely guided action is what I got. Divinely guided action. The other thing that just came into my head is perhaps you've had a dream, or perhaps you were in meditation and you were channeling messages from a particular entity, either like a guide or a passed over loved one or a spirit guide of some kind, and it was brought to your attention that it's very much a part of your work to relay this communication, whatever is on your mind, relaying this communication. Interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, and you see this hand, it's an offering. It's an offering. It's almost, this communication is an urgent, and it's important. It's not to be reckless with, it's important. It's an important communication I just got of love of some kind. All right. Love and renewal. Love and renewal. Whoa. All right. I think I'm going to pull, you know, because this is so intense, I think I'm going, you guys are going to think this is funny. Because this is so intense, I'm going to pull from my Mystical Cats Tarot. Because nothing is more serious than a wise kitty cat. Like, seriously. For example, Miss Pilgrim, she knows everything. I believe that. Oh my God, you guys. All right. This is a really, this energy is it's very regal. And that's why I have to draw from Mystical Cats. What's more regal than, I mean, come on. What's more regal than a kitty cat friend? Spirit guides of the highest truth and compassion, what clarification can we provide for the collective? What clarification can we provide for the collective? You know what's interesting? Just before I keep going, when I put down the cards, I actually put the Ace of Cups in your conscious mind instead of the overall energy. So I almost wonder if for some of you this could be reversed. Maybe you're thinking about delivering a communication. I do think though that the message is, for like the majority of us, is like there is something that you really want to say. There is something that you really want to say. So spirit guides are the highest truth and compassion. What is it that we can share with this beautiful collective that has gathered with us today? I just saw 1212 on the time. This beautiful collective that is sharing their time and energy with us today. What can we share with them for their highest good? Thank you so much. I just heard it's not like you don't know. Interesting. It's not like you don't know. Got a beep on that. And then I've heard I've been wanting to say this for so long. I've been wanting to say this for so long. That's what I got. Oh, a song. Hold on. Wait. There's like a lot of songs coming in at once. First it was, don't stop your crying, it'll be alright. Just take my hand, hold it tight. I will protect you from all around you. I will be here, don't you cry, 'cause you'll be in my heart. Oh wow. Yes, you'll be in my heart from this day on, now and forevermore. Oh, wow. That's a really powerful song, you guys. I am really stopping myself from crying right now. All right, not right now. Not right now. That song is incredibly powerful. You'll Be in My Heart, Phil Collins, Tarzan soundtrack. I need a second, okay? That has a lot of meaning for me personally, and I really don't want to I want that to be separate from this reading. So that song, You'll Be in My Heart. You know, if I think about that song apart from the movie, mean, it's about a lot of feelings. Lost love is the first one that comes to mind. Not being able to hold on to something or someone that made you feel really good. And it's about having their spirit with you at all times, you know? So if you've lost someone you love, you know, there's no way we can truly lose someone, is kind of what I'm getting. Because the spirit of who they are is with you. From the time that you've spent with that person, you know who that person is. If it was meaningful time, and if it meant something to you, and if you feel that you had a soul connection, there is no way that person, that you won't be able to access the remembrance of that person. That needs to come through. The bottom of the deck with this was the Ace of C and Death, you guys. And Death. So some of you may have actually lost, I am so sorry. I feel so much emotion. I feel your emotion. I am a highly sensitive, highly intuitive empath. I have the ability to feel what people feel energetically. And I just, when I got this, I just got a huge surge of emotion, you guys. Missing someone, missing something. And you know what's funny about this card is this kitty cat. Their spirit lives on. It's just like what I was talking about. Their spirit lives on. This person is still with this, I should say the spirit of the person or the loved one. It could be a pet. They could be your spirit guide. So I just wanted to call that out. And if you are dealing with grief and loss, there is a book, I'm Still With You by Sherry Dillard. Look that up. That could be useful for you. That could be helpful for you. I'm going to read from this Ace of C really quick. This might actually be a bit of a longer reading. This feels very important. Let's see. Ace of C. You are entering the territory of the Sea Clan. Their emblem signifies a place where your imaginations and emotions may flow freely. The cats you meet here will welcome you and listen to your dreams. The way of the sea cats is the way of love. Okay, so we're thinking about this passing with love. And listen to this, you guys. The cat's advice, it's time to answer the call of your heart. You'll be in my heart. Delights will come to you effortlessly now if you open yourself up to receive them. Kindness, friendship, and love are all yours for the taking. If you drew this card for a question, the answer is yes. Okay, so that's what... Interesting. I feel like the ocean might be really symbolic for some of you. My left hand is really hot at that. Okay, so some of you are experiencing loss. My thoughts and prayers are with you. And let's see what we have here, you guys. So the Knight of Swords is paired with the Earth Queen. So that would be the Queen of Pentacles. And I'm gonna read from this Earth Queen because this book has just super unique descriptions of things. So we have purple roses, the color purple. We have lavender and we have strawberries. Any of these things could be symbols for you. And you know what I'm getting with, you know, this cat is very stoic. I'm getting the vibe that there's kind of a stoic energy. And there's love that adorns them. Like love is all around them, like roses, lavender, the strawberries, very like ripe with vitality. And maybe this queen is having a hard time embracing some of the love around them, is what I'm getting. And then with the Knight of Swords, there's having to speak, having to move forward with something. maybe having to do something you're not excited about doing. If you've just experienced loss, you know, I've experienced loss myself, and I know that there's like a whirlwind of work that's needed in order to honor the lost loved one, like arrangements and things like that. It could be, or having to tell people, or having to communicate with people to make plans, things like that. It could be a part of that. Overall, though, I'm getting the feeling too with this Earth Queen that whatever communication you have to share, you really want to do so from a place of love and compassion. That's going to be for some of you. Let me see. What does the Earth Queen have to say to us today? My left hand is very hot. Be open to receiving, I'm hearing, be open to receiving love. Be open to receiving love from the people around you that want to support you. That's a big message right now. Be open to receiving love. Enthroned in her lush garden, the Earth Queen gathers strength from nature to protect and nurture those in her care. She is ever tempered, not easily upset or flustered, and these qualities endear her to her own clan as well as friendly visitors, whom she welcomes graciously. As a mother, the Earth Queen is always available for a cuddle, and nothing gives her more pleasure than feeding and caring for her kittens. As a mate, she is devoted and practical, sharing all responsibilities with her consort. Her highest priority is ensuring a comfortable life for her clan and herself. You see, and that's where I'm getting to, like, there might be a tendency to make sure everyone else is taken care of besides you. And I feel like this card is coming to light the urgency of taking care of you too at this time. The cat's advice: attending to practical matters consumes most of your energy. And you take pride in caring for others and nurturing them, both physically and emotionally. Remember to give yourself the pleasure of sensual treats and attend to your own well-being. This is just common sense, which is something you have in abundance. Yeah, so that very much confirmed what I was intuiting. So I feel for some of you, there is an urgent message that you want to share, and you want to do so with love. And then for some of you, you're perhaps experiencing loss, and there's so much going on around you, and you're trying to prioritize your needs. Okay, that's already kind of what I'm getting. In your unconscious, you have the three of swords. The Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords. I just saw a picture of the heart, the Rider-Waite Coleman deck with the heart and the swords inside. With this, balancing out feelings is what I'm getting. You know, this card, I'm being called to really focus on this particular card because there's a lot going on here. Now, doesn't this look like a crystal? Like a citrine crystal? Like a clear citrine crystal? We have a feather, we have a peacock feather. We have a vase that's being tipped over. We have a couple that have been broken. Wind chimes. Huh. This is an interesting Three of Swords, because, you know, when I think of Three of Swords, I think of heartbreak, which this is definitely somewhat a part of the reading if you're dealing with loss. But with this particular card, it feels very chaotic, doesn't it? Like these cats are kind of doing whatever they want, tipping over valuable items. I feel like this guy's trying to summon some kind of spirit guide. Maybe something has happened, and in your unconscious it feels very chaotic. It feels like there's an imbalance. It feels like there's an imbalance in your needs being met. Perhaps an imbalance in how you would like to spend your time. In the external world, like attending to the things in your life that make up your livelihood, that make up your external day-to-day, versus wanting to embrace the spiritual world, wanting to embrace your gifts too, is what I'm getting with this. I'm going to read out of this Three of Sky here. Okay. If we choose to do so, cats can move gracefully among even the most fragile objects. These troublemaking sky cats chose to see how much they can wreck for their own amusement. That might be symbolic of people around you. Cherished items of adornment or veneration are valued only for the crash they make as they hit the ground. The destruction these cats leave in their wake is hilarious to them as they delight in their own careless mischief. The cat's advice: do not engage in petty disagreements. Okay, and that could be huge. If you've just dealt with loss and you're kind of in charge or a part of a group of people that is putting together arrangements for someone, it's saying don't engage in petty disagreements or dramas that engage lesser minds. Such activities are beneath you. Resist the temptation to abandon your own values in order to find companions. It's far better to be on your own than to associate with those who enjoy making trouble and stirring up discord. Yeah, okay. I think in your unconscious, you're wanting to move away from whatever this is, and you're really looking for a balance. Part of the individuals that have something to say, I would say that maybe it has something to do with having more clarity now. There's something you really want to say in a loving and compassionate way, and before you kind of felt like this in your life, and now you're really wanting equal give and take is what I'm getting. And with your overall energy, with the Ace of Cups, you have this really cool major arcana card that's unique to this deck. It says Cat Magic. Cat Magic. So we have like this sorcerer kitty cat, and it looks like they're trying to make some kind of they're doing a spell of some kind or a ritual of some kind. Cat Magic. It's the first card. So that's like the magician, right? Cat magic is so simple and yet so profound. The easiest of the cat mysteries to grasp and the most challenging to practice. It is the art of attracting all the good things you are meant to have in accordance with the laws of nature and the blessings of the cat goddess. Doing ceremonial magic, as this cat is doing, focuses intention toward a specific goal. This cat is using her innate powers to create an elemental spell. Mystical symbols of earth, sky, fire, and sea float at her command. Using these building blocks of magical energy, the cat works her will in the world. The cat's advice: you have the power to create your own reality, and that power is growing just by you giving your attention to it. Focus on the positive, not the negative. I know we've been doing a lot of that with letting go of the old beliefs that don't belong to us anymore. We don't need them anymore to survive. Believe that you can bring whatever you desire to you. The trappings and tools of magic are not the important part. Believing in yourself is the secret of cat magic. Yeah, I'm getting a very big message of believing in yourself right now. Believe in yourself to do what's right, I'm hearing. Believing in yourself to do what you've waited to do for a very long time. Believing in yourself to deliver the message. With this one, so whenever I have really hard things to say to people or to a group of people, I've actually done like a little ritual with some sound bowls, and I'll hold whatever stone helps me feel at my most powerful, especially like an attunement with my throat chakra. And I've said out loud, I say what I need to say when I need to say it. That might be helpful for you. I say what I need to say when I need to say it. I say what I need to say when I need to say it. And you can add whatever flavor you want to that. I say what I need to say for the highest good when I need to say it. However rings true for you. I'm being called to share that in like kind of incantation. Whenever you have to say what you need to say beforehand, maybe do that, and that will change your energy. I promise you, that will change your energy. If you mean it with intention, if you call forth your guides, you call forth you know, you're summoning your higher consciousness. And if you mean that with intention, I promise you, you're going to feel like Iron Man with whatever you have to do. Okay, so the advice. Holy crap. We've got the King of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Empress. And these two wanted to come out together, okay? Like, interesting. I feel like we have two, in some readings of this, for some of you, it's going to resonate that this is one person and this is one person. Take it as it resonates. For some of you, it's going to be like, no, I embody all of this. And this is what I need to do in my situation. I need to embody, my message needs to be solidified in the sovereignty, emotional grounding, intuition. I'm getting a lot of chills up my back right now. Like the King of Cups. I need to hone my King of Cups energy, because if you've been here, then you know that I'm a firm believer that we have all the suits and all of the kings and queens and all of the major arcana inside of us. I believe that we embody these things at any particular time in our life when we need them. And so right now you could be saying to yourself, I really need to hone in on my King of Cups energy with whatever I need to say, or whatever project I'm managing, or whatever emotional landscape I'm navigating with other people at this time, because then, and this clarifies that this is working in your best interest. Okay, this is working in your best interest for the highest good of all, is the way that I'm interpreting this, is being compassionate with yourself, showing yourself self-compassion so that you can speak words of self-compassion to others, so that you could create a change of positivity, is what I'm getting. And with this, just with the Empress, I mean, the Empress is a lot about nurturing energy. I really want to write a Substack post on the Empress and all the different ways we see Empress energy in our lives. You know, just because the Empress, the way in most cards they're shown up as a female, everyone has these cards, the energy of these cards inside of them. So I'm not just talking to someone who would identify as a female, okay? It's saying that the advice is, no matter who you are, whatever you need to do that's on your mind, whatever you know you need to do that's in your conscious mind, this urgent, this important, not really like urgent. Yes, some of it is urgent. Some of you guys, it's going to feel urgent. For some of you, it's just really important. It's really important. Whatever you need to do with this, it's saying to hone in on your King of Cups energy, hone in on your, I just got Piscean energy. I don't usually say stuff like that. I'm still learning a lot about astrology, okay? So I am being guided to Piscean energy, very much associated with like the metaphysical, psychic, intuitive kind of qualities of you. Hone in on that. Hone in on that. The deepest parts of your soul is what I'm getting. With confidence, expressing, nurturing, expressing, embodying, care is what I'm getting. Embodying care, showing compassion, care, unconditional love. That's mainly what I'm getting, you guys. And I mean, on this, there's lots of roses. Roses could be a symbol. Wow. Okay. Since I'm already a little over time, I'm just gonna I'm gonna do an archetype card because this one's intense. And then we're gonna say goodbye, okay? Or see you later, not total goodbye. Yeah. Whew, this is very intense, you guys. I hope you're taking care of yourselves, getting rest, getting outside, doing your breathing. The energy feels like you have a lot you're navigating through emotionally at this time. And also, you have things you really want to say. You have things you really want to do. And it feels like you're really trying to gather the courage and the strength to do so. That's kind of what I'm getting. So spirit guides of the highest truth and compassion, is there any archetype that we can share with the collective to help them move through this energy of what they feel they need to move through this energy? We've been talking about loss. We've been talking about delivering urgent messages. Is there any archetype they need to be aware of in order to embody the strength, the courage, and the confidence that they need in order to move forward for the highest good of all? This one. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. The desert. The desert. We also have a crescent moon here. That could be a symbol for you. I don't know why. I saw prayer hands for a second. Also reaching towards the moon. Reaching towards the moon. I just got like wanting to make a divine connection kind of thing. Right. Excuse me, my voice is like, I think there might be something you need to say that's hard to say. The desert, the drought, yeah, like it got really dry. The drought, the wasteland, the badlands. The desert leaves us disoriented, desperate for direction, grasping for meaning, longing for solid ground. For endless miles, we are confronted with a lack of clarity and an existential dread. We are thirsty, hungry, pleading with life to get back to normal. My left hand is very, very hot. This might be resonating for you guys here. To become animated by the simple pleasantries of day-to-day life. The desert offers no such comfort, and all must pass through it. If you can embrace the discomfort of the desert, knowing you will someday reach water again, you can tap into the potent energy of the landscape. Its lights are blindingly bright and its darks terrifyingly deep, which makes for unbridled creativity and clairvoyant visions. We were just talking about Piscean energy. Maybe you're really tapping into some new gifts. Truths reside in the desert that otherwise remain hidden. The crows, the shadows, and the coyotes call, surround you. Let the winds and sands work their deep magic, weary traveler. Ooh, when in the light, surreal, strange, unexpected visions and silence. When in the dark, drying, deadening, disorienting, and isolating. When in the throes of the desert, contemplate the following. You are not alone, right? You'll be in my heart. You have more supplies with you than you think. Water is very near. The desert is alive and pulsing with energy despite its desolate appearance. Turn toward it rather than away from it. Man. This one's kind of like really intense. Overall, the feeling I'm getting is my throat. My throat has literally just, it like dried up. It's like closed off even right before I started reading out of this. The main energy I'm getting with this is that you've discovered something from either your meditation practice. Like I said, for some of you, I feel there have been guides that have channeled through you from your meditation, or you have channeled messages in some way. It could be from dreams, it could be in your yoga practice or in your flow state. If you've been, so I play drums, and so I can access the flow state sometimes with playing drums or playing tennis. Whatever you have been doing, you have accessed something that was silenced, and now it's coming forward in your consciousness is what I'm getting. And there's something that you need to do that feels like in your conscious mind there's something that you really need to do. And what I'm getting overall with this advice is embody your King of Cups energy. from your Nine of Pentacles and the Empress. Like, it's almost giving me, because you know the King of Cups has a lot of blue in the throat chakra. Speak from the lens of the King of Cups while maintaining your identity as these individuals, as the Empress would, as your Nine of Pentacles self would, as the self that makes you feel the most alive, that makes you feel the most alive, so that you can give, so that you can speak from the King of Cups point of view, or you can act from the King of Cups lens, okay? Whew, I have chills. I have lots of chills. You guys are doing some hard work. I am sending you so much unconditional love and support right now. Thank you so much for being here and exchanging your energy with me. The only thing I feel I need to maybe say, that song that came through, it feels really important to this reading, and it may be a song that means a lot to you as well. I'm just gonna speak out loud and see what comes out here. That song reminds me of a time where I felt nurtured. At the time in my waking life, there was a lot of things that were happening that a child should not go through, okay? If you've been here before and if you've seen any of these readings, and you know that I have expressed that, or I have already called out that I am a survivor of childhood sexual abuse, like long term. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is that song is really one of the only memories I ever have of thinking about the pure intentions of a person, the pure intentions, the nurturing intentions that a person who is caring for you would embody. And I think the reason that song came through is because in your waking life, maybe there's a lot of, or there have been things like this Three of Swords that have happened maybe in your past, and it's brought up again because of whatever death has occurred, and that could be physical or it could be metaphorical. And the message from Spirit is, we honor all of these feelings. We act from a place of the Empress from here. Like, you'll be in my heart. That's the advice, is to act from that lens. Don't let all of the crap that happened to you get into your head. That's a major confirmation. I'm getting so many body tingles. All the crap that happened to you, or all the things that were done, or all the things that people said, don't let that get into your head. Whatever you need to do, whatever you need to say it from this point of view, okay, you guys? I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.